Hey everyone, Dan Burgos here. As we wrap up this year in Manufacturing Growth Talks, I want to share the top leadership and performance insights from the manufacturing executives who joined us in 2025. If you want to go deeper on any of these, I'll reference the episodes so you can go back and watch the full conversation. Now, before I dive in, I wanted to say thank you to every leader who joined the show, who opened up about their experiences and shared lessons that helped the entire manufacturing community grow. So I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much if you're watching this. All right, so let's dive in. I'm going to give you 15 insights, bite size, short to the point, and hopefully that gives you some inspiration. So, number one, never delegate culture. This was Stephen Ramo, and you're going to catch him next month in January of 2026. Basically, this insight is about the CEO owns a culture. We see a lot of delegation to HR, and ultimately the CEO should be responsible for the culture. Second one, get the silent voices engaged. Brian Griesok, episode one, meaning engage the people that are staying in the corner. Those may be informal leaders, but get them engaged. So if you want to have a buy-in into your initiatives. Number three, deploy your vision through the natural chain. This was Scott Himstra in episode two. And he says that when you're deploying your vision, ask every leader to debrief two levels down. That way people listen to the same message twice. Value daily progress, same episode. And he says, stack improvements instead of shooting for a home run every time. Stack improvements, and you'll get to your objective. Number five, connect by relating, not demanding. Stephen Lee Hockey, episode three, and he says, connect with your people, understand where they are, empathize before demanding. Number six, build trust through shared values. This was Mitch Zucker. He talks about an exercise he does with his people to create values and get alignment. Number seven, praise the right behaviors. Also, Mitch Zucker on episode four. Mitch talks about praising publicly the people that are displaying, exhibiting the behaviors you want to motivate in your people. And so, create awards, create ceremonies, create rituals that empathize, not empathize, but incentivize the people that have those behaviors. Number eight, engage employees directly to improve morale. This is Dan Lowe, episode five. Dan talks about when people have low morale, instead of you telling them what to do, you can get their peers involved, get their ideas and implement them to increase engagement and basically tap into their peers so that the rest of the people get engaged as well. Number nine, the four keys to leadership insights. Manny talks about having a vision, having uh, a vision, having faith in that vision, having people and systems, and then grit, meaning the persistence to see the vision through. Episode six, Manny Soto. Number 10, translate your goals into language people understand. This was Shan Bowling, episode seven. He talks about we can talk about financials, earnings, things like that, but make sure you learn how to translate those goals into your people's day to day, if it's scrap, if it's the schedule, and so on and so forth. Number 11, financial success doesn't mean operational excellence. This is Shan Bowling, episode 7. Sean made a very strong point about you could be making good margins, good financial results, but it doesn't mean this is for the operational people to rest in your laurels, elevate the standards, because if you know you're underperforming operationally, you could be performing better financially. Number 12, build a coaching culture from David Dieter. This was episode 8. David talks about creating a coaching culture which it's common to give people feedback when they're actually presenting, doing lunch and learns, having one-on-ones, having team meetings. And when he talks about his lunch and learns, he engaged his leadership team to present results, to present news, to present anything that would be a coaching opportunity for the team. Number 13, episode 8 as well. Speed is everything. David talks about being fast, about making decisions, and not letting progress get in the way, or perfection get in the way, rather, of progress. Not allowing perfection to get in the way of progress. All right, number 14, assuming good intent. This was Chris Borglum, episode 9. And he says, when someone makes a mistake, don't assume they have bad intentions. Seek to understand their thinking. They may influence you, or you may influence them. But the idea is that we come with a good heart towards people. Number 15, lead with outcomes, which is the last one. Lead with outcomes, not methods. So, and Chris Borglum said as well. So when you're leading people, make sure you don't lead them with the how, lead them with the what. What's the outcome we want to create? Higher margins, reduce quality, problems, and so forth, so they can leverage their creativity and grow from there. All right, that was the last one. You can watch every episode of Manufacturing Growth Talks on YouTube and, of course, on LinkedIn. Just search for Manufacturing Growth Talks with Dan Burgos. And then I wanted to say, if you're a manufacturing executive and you want to share your story, lessons and leadership insights, I'd love to have you on the show. So if you're open to that, send me a message and let's connect. And finally, thank you all for your support this year. I want to wish you happy holidays and a happy new year. And I wish you a strong 2026 and all of manufacturing. Take care. Thank you.